Accept responsibility. This is something that is fundamentally so simple, and yet most people in the world never do it. So what does accepting responsibility mean? Well, most people live their life as a victim. They don't realise that, but ultimately, once you accept responsibility for everything in your life, you throw off the shackles and you stop being a victim, because you say, from this moment on, whatever's happened in the past, I can't change that, that's history. But from this moment on, everything I do, I'm going to take full responsibility for. And it just stops you being a victim, because if you're living your life as a victim, it means that someone, invariably out of your past, is an oppressor to your life. And you will continue being a victim until you let go and you accept responsibility and say, from this moment on, I'm taking control. So our first tip is, once you accept responsibility, you stop being a victim.
Our second tip is that once you do accept responsibility, then you can regain power over your life.
There's many people out there that will tell you how to live your life. They will dictate to you how to live your life. But there is no one on the planet better qualified to run their life than you.
Once you accept responsibility, you can literally let go and release the shackles of the past, all those things that have held you back, the things that the bullies said, the ex-boyfriends, ex-partners, ex-girlfriends, the parent that maybe have been a little bit hard with you. Once you say, today's the day, I accept responsibility, I'm going to leave that in the past and move on, it is absolutely liberating.
Accepting responsibility gives you the power to be the driver of your life instead of being a passenger in someone else's. That's something that I did when I suffered with ill health. I decided that I'd actually been ill for the bulk of my life. I got to the age of 20 after being constantly ill as a child and throughout my life. I'd had enough, and I said, I'm taking responsibility here. I've had enough of being ill. I'm not going to do this anymore. And I took full responsibility and I moved on with my life. We worked with a lady called Karen, and her life had become so restricted, she actually became frightened of people. She didn't go anywhere. She had a job in a school, and she could only go in the job at night when everyone had finished, when all the teachers had gone home, because the only person she could interact with was her husband. She didn't even see her children. She didn't see any members of her family. She didn't really see anyone. Her life was just living in her house and then working in the school. That was it. But one day she took responsibility and said, I've had enough of this. I want to do something. And Karen came to see us and we turned her world around.
Yeah, and that was quite a big deal, because Karen, she had to travel for 8 hours to get to us because we were on different sides of the country, but she accepted responsibility, and by doing so we actually helped her, and she's now living a very fulfilled life.
Once you accept responsibility, you take full control of your life. Too many people blame others, such as, I would have been this had it not been for them, had it not been for my parents, had it not been for a partner, that employer. Because of them, I'm now living like this. That's not a way to live. That means that you're still a victim of those people, even though they're not even in your life anymore. Taking responsibility is saying, right, those things happened, but they are in the past. From this moment on, I'm taking full responsibility. I'm not thinking about those things anymore. I'm going to let them go. This now is down to me, and I'm going to stop blaming someone. And the finger, instead of pointing that way, is pointing this way, because I'm now in charge.
Yeah, now that doesn't mean that whatever might have happened in the past, that it wasn't something that was terribly wrong. And we're not saying that you're accepting responsibility of things that went wrong. What we're saying is that you are taking ownership of your life from today and moving forward.